Hello everyone, good morning and happy Wednesday. My name is Elena Riley and thank you very much for joining me here at the Alert Center where I bring you our top headlines. So let's get into our first one for today then. All right, well, two people are in the hospital after a crash late yesterday in southwest Omaha. The Sarpy County Sheriff's Office is investigating the crash near 162nd Avenue and Harrison Street. It happened at about 8:50 p.m. last night. Omaha Fire Department reports transporting a pedestrian to a nearby hospital with CPR in progress. And just before 11 p.m. last night, police dispatch confirmed that another person was taken to the hospital following this incident, and only one of the people is confirmed to be hit by a car. Well, my next headline is that Omaha police say a 14-year-old boy has been arrested in connection to a homicide in the Benson area Monday night. Police officers received a report of a disturbance around 66th and Emmett Streets in the Benson neighborhood at about 11 p.m. on Monday. When officers got to the scene, they found 38-year-old Christopher Jackson with a stab wound. First Alert 6 is told by officials he was taken to the hospital where he died. In an update yesterday afternoon, OPD said a 14-year-old boy has been arrested for second-degree murder and use of a weapon to commit a felony that's in connection to the homicide. And police say the investigation is ongoing. Anyone with information, you can contact the homicide unit at 402-444-5656 or Crime Stoppers at 402-444-7867 via website or via P3 Tips app if you have that. Moving along here, a 19-year-old charged with the shooting death of a 16-year-old back in September 2024 in South Omaha will be sentenced in court today. So Emerson Olivorio Maroki of Ralston pleaded no contest in August court to an amended charge of manslaughter. That's after a charge of first-degree murder was dropped. And he was 18 at the time of the September 12th murder of Wilson Garcia Miranda, who was found shot to death in South Omaha near the area of 48th and Q Streets. Olivorio Maroki was found nearby with a gunshot injury. He was later arrested as the suspect. He's facing up to 20 years in prison today. My next headline is that First Alert 6 learned yesterday the work ethic camp being converted to an ICE detention center in McCook, Nebraska is now empty. Governor Jim Palin's office confirmed to First Alert 6 yesterday that the regional facility to house illegal immigrants would be up and running by Saturday, November 1st. Palin's team confirmed the building is empty after nearly 200 inmates were moved to other correctional facilities. That's mostly in Lincoln and Omaha. In order to be able to hold 300 people, modifications to the building area are planned to expand capacity. And here are where corrections sent the remaining 89 men who were still at the camp as of last week. 59 were taken to the state penitentiary in Lincoln, 17 were transferred to the Omaha Correctional Center, 11 ended up at the community corrections in Lincoln, and then 2 were sent to a reception and treatment center in Lincoln as well. Well, next up this morning, a group called Advocates for All Nebraskans has announced a pair of petition drives that aim to change how the state conducts elections. Organizers, including Eric Underwood, Tom Nesbitt, Kirk Penner, Doug Fitzgerald, and Dana Sievers, announced the effort during a news conference yesterday. And the two proposed amendments would shift Nebraska's presidential elector system to a winner-take-all format and require hand-counted ballots for all elections across the state. Underwood said the winner-take-all effort is to ensure Nebraska speaks with one unified voice in national elections. And in recent years, the legislature has considered switching to a winner-take-all system, but efforts have repeatedly failed due to opposition from key lawmakers. And they say the current split vote system ensures all regions, including Omaha, have a voice in presidential elections. And supporters of the current format say it brings in millions to the local economy, keeps Nebraska relevant, and forces presidential candidates to campaign here. Well, last up this morning, the community will have a chance to honor first responders across the Omaha Metro today. Scott Catholic High School will hold the annual Blue Mass today for police, firefighters, medics, and those who have died in the line of duty. Archbishop of Omaha, Michael McGovern, is set to attend the event, and everyone is welcome, according to a release. But it starts at 10:10 a.m. this morning at 3131 South 156th Street. That's there in West Omaha at Scott Catholic. If you'd like to go to that. All right, to wrap, we'll head over to our website at First Alert 6 here. With my web story, this is 6 things you need to know. Of course, it's Wednesday, October 15th. So I bring you 6 top headlines that we just went over to get you ready for your day, get you your headlines really quickly in the morning at about 6 a.m. And then if you join me as well on weekdays here at 8 a.m., we go over these headlines. A little more in depth, that's for sure. Alrighty, thank you for joining me, and everyone have a good start to your Wednesday.